Hi there everyone and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting us, my name is Mark and this is my Daddy Diary episode 41. Before I get started, I do just want to apologise if I look a little bit pasty or tired or rough or ropey. A certain little someone woke up at 12:30 last night, absolutely screaming, and got her all sorted, but I then couldn't get back to sleep. Often happens, I've mentioned it in previous diaries before, that if I get woken up in the night, I quite often then can't get back to sleep. So I was up pretty much the entire night. I think I've had about half an hour's sleep. So apologies if I do look a little bit off, but at least it ties in well to the Daddy Diaries, because that's what it does. Leaves you looking a bit less than fresh, shall we say. Aside from last night, we have actually had a really good week with Sophie. The thing that I've noticed, particularly over the last week, is the ways in which she is now playing have changed quite a lot, and it's kind of snuck up on me. I think it has been more of a progression over the course of months, but it seemed really noticeable over the last week. And she's got this little block and it's got a lid with different shapes, and obviously the idea is you put the blocks inside the lid into the box below. And before, she really didn't care too much for the lid or the box, she just wanted to play with the shapes. She is actually starting to really play with it the way it's meant to be played with, I guess is the right way of putting it. I'm noticing a lot more method in her play, if that makes any sense. She's starting to do things like where she'll have the box and she'll have all of the shapes inside the box. She will then take them one by one and put them onto her little armchair over the other side of the room. And then she'll go to the armchair and she'll bring them back one by one and put them back into the box. Now, that probably sounds completely inane and meaningless, but it's just something I noticed this week, and I don't really know it. She may have been doing it before and I just didn't clock it straight away. But it was just one of those things. I was like, actually, that's quite, I can see what she's got almost like a plan. She knows what she wants to do, and she will move all of the toys one by one, and then she'll move them all back, and she'll keep repeating this over and over. So to me, it looks like a sign like that she's planning out what she's doing. There's a methodology to it. I don't know. It's probably nothing at all, and I'm just noticing weird stuff. But it was just something I wanted to mention because I was quite impressed. It's almost like a lead into her being able to help tidy up her toys, because she knows to put all of the shapes back into the tub. When all's said and done, she knows to put them all back into the tub. Now, if she could just learn to put all of her other toys back into the ball pen that we're using as a sort of a toy box for now, that would be awesome. Because at the moment, by the end of the day, the living room is awash of various toys, plush, blankets, you know, you name it. If she can pull it and put it somewhere, she will. And so the sooner she can start helping with the tidying them back up again, that would be fab. Maybe. On that note, I should mention as well, with her sort of being in everything, she's getting very good at pulling anything off of any surface that she can get her hands on. And it's quite a challenge to keep on top of it. Now, we never really did too much in the way of baby proofing and hiding things away, because we wanted to start as early as possible with the lesson that no, you can't touch that, no, that's not a toy, those kinds of messages, rather than completely baby proof the whole house, take anything that she could possibly get her hands on away and be left with pretty much a shell. I kind of feel like if we did that, then it's just going to be harder later down the line when things are out, that she'd think we'd have to then do that lesson later, which would make it harder. I feel like if we do it now while she's really young and she starts to learn that, you know, things that are on tables or things that are in cupboards, that she's not allowed to touch them or she shouldn't be opening them, if we can start that early, she'll learn the lesson easier. I could be completely wrong. I'm put my hands up, you know, it's one of those, you don't get, well, you can get guidebooks and manuals, but it's a trust your own gut and your own instinct type thing, and that was my gut and my instinct on it. I'm really curious to know how you guys have dealt with that, like those of you that are parents, how you have dealt with when the children get really, really curious and want to be in everything or pulling everything out and just obviously immersing themselves in the environment around them. How did you deal with it? Did you baby-proof absolutely everything, lock all the cupboards, move everything out of arm's reach, and so on and so on and so on? The one thing I would say about trying to move things out of arm's reach, we did, particularly in the rooms we're in the most, we've moved certain things out of the way, and we know not to leave like a coffee cup on the side, you know, or on the coffee table, because she will get it. And the one thing I noticed, and it happened so quickly, and she obviously had some kind of a growth spurt because she went from not being able to reach certain things, so you knew it was kind of a safe spot to put something, to she could get it and pull everything, and it was like, well, hang on, like 2 minutes ago you couldn't reach that, now all of a sudden you can. And it just, for me, it kind of just illustrated just how quickly she is growing and getting taller. I look at her now and I don't really see a baby anymore, I see a little child. It's kind of bizarre and a bit scary, but yeah, I don't really see a baby anymore because she just seems so tall now. Especially when she stood up against the side of the sofa and she's pulling herself up onto the sofa and things like that. And I'm just like, where did the tiny little baby go that could like barely could crawl? Wait a second. I mean, it means everything's going the way it should. She's growing at the rate she should. She's developing the way she should. So it's all positive. It's just mind blown. We are now trying to get ready for Christmas here, with it only being a week until we hit December. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm usually a lot further along in sort of plans and all the various bits and pieces that we need to do. And at this point, I've done very, very little. I haven't really done any Christmas shopping. Certainly haven't got any of Sophie's gifts yet. But we've got some ideas of what we want to get. We just haven't gone and actually done it. We have got the Christmas tree and the decorations down ready, so they will be going up fairly soon. I like to have them up at the beginning of December. Why not have it up for the whole month? You're going to go to all that time and effort to put up a tree and all the decorations and make it Christmassy. I want to enjoy it for as long as I can feasibly get away with it, which, as far as I'm concerned, December, you can get away with it. I know some people have already got their Christmas trees up now. More power to you. If it brings you joy and happiness, go for it. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but oh well. If you want to put your Christmas tree up, put it up. But the one thing I do say is with that, when it comes to the new year, get it down quickly. I don't want to see Christmas trees when I start the new year, or on the first day of the new year. I'm like, January 1st, right down, that's it, I'm done, bad enough. Full steam till summer, please, yes. And I just went on a bit of a ramble there about Christmas, but hey, it's my diary, I'm allowed to. As I was saying, we are getting ready for Christmas. I have all the food order ready to place. Like I say, we do have some ideas about what to get Sophie for Christmas. We're not going extravagant this year. We didn't last year, just because obviously she is still only a year. She'll be a year and 3 months. You know, it's not going to be that big a deal for her. She may be a little bit more receptive. I think last year she just pretty much slept the whole day, which was wonderful for her. You know, she had a good day, is what I mean. Not good that she was asleep, but she had a good day for her. She wasn't having any problems or anything like that. So it was a calm day for her. Obviously this year, I imagine she will be a little bit more active and there will probably be a lot more excitement because she does react to excitement at home or when we're out and about. If we're excited about something, she picks up on that and plays along with it. And yes, I am going to plug the Florida videos here because it's a prime example of how she kind of jumped on the bandwagon of excitement, and it can be really seen in those videos. So check out the link down below or right at the end of the video. We're not going to go extravagant or over the top. However, I will say we recently went to a Smith's toy store and I saw the most incredible powered vehicle. You know those powered vehicles, when I was a kid, it was pretty much like a Jeep was all you could get. There was only like the one or two you could get from either Smith's or Toys R Us. We went in and they had loads of different ones. And initially I was really drawn to the Mini Cooper just because it was pink and it was a Mini Cooper and we used to have a Mini. And I was like, oh, she needs to have a Mini Cooper. And then I turned around and I saw what I can only describe as Cinderella's carriage and a horse on the front as a powered vehicle. And I was like, we must have this. It was a Disney branded one as well. So it was an official Disney product and it's incredible. I was really impressed with it. So I might actually put a little picture in here so you can see it. I was like, would it be really obnoxious and over the top if we got this for her? We're not, because I actually don't think she's big enough for something like that yet at all. So we're not going to get it. But I was tempted. I'm not going to lie. I was absolutely tempted. We're holding off on the higher price point items for as long as we possibly can at the moment. Other than that, everything is pretty much going along regular as clockwork, ticking over. You know, I'm keeping myself busy on a day-to-day basis between looking after Sophie and then putting her down for a nap and then trying to keep on top of something that resembles housework, which isn't always the most fun because I hate doing housework. I'm not going to lie, it bores me. It's boring. I'd rather be doing something fun. I know it has to be done, and do you know what? The one thing I have learned, particularly since having Sophie, housework does become even more important because you've got to keep on top of it. Otherwise, it runs away from you far quicker than when you're just a single person on your own, or even just an adult couple. I feel like, because she is always so handsy in everything and pulling everything everywhere, and she's going through sets of clothes each day, and where she's feeding and she's using her own hands and whatnot to feed, food's going everywhere, so you really have to keep on top of it, which is fine. It's just, that's part of being a grown-up that I've never been that fond of, really. I don't know, is there anyone that actually enjoys housework? Please let me know down below, because I just, no. And if you really love it that much, do you want to come and do mine? That would be amazing. We can't afford a maid. As much as I would love one. And I'm rambling again. So I think I'm going to leave it there. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then do give us a big thumbs up. That way, that way. And hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!